If you asked me 4 years ago what real power looked like, I probably would have pointed you toward a book, The 48 Laws of Power. A masterpiece for the hungry, the ambitious, the ones trying to win in a world built on ego and competition. But recently, I picked it back up, and something didn't land the same. I wasn't judging it. It just felt like I was reading instructions for a version of myself I'd already outgrown. Like looking at an old outfit you used to swear by, and suddenly realizing it no longer fits the person you're becoming. That was the first sign. I wasn't chasing power anymore. I was changing. The 48 laws speak to a world ruled by the ego, a world obsessed with control, perception, dominance, and advantage. A world where you're taught, protect your image, play the game, never let them see you sweat. And for a long time, that world made sense to me. It was survival. It was armor. It was the only language I knew. But the deeper I went into myself, the more I realized that the ego's version of power is loud, paranoid, and exhausting. It's a throne made of barbed wire. The higher you climb, the more it hurts. So I kept reading. But instead of feeling empowered, I felt a subtle disconnect. A whisper underneath the words saying, "You've learned this lesson already, move on." So I reached for another classic, The Art of War. If the 48 laws is about ego, The Art of War is about strategy, awareness, observation, understanding the landscape before you step into it. Don't get me wrong, Sun Tzu was spitting straight truth, wisdom that shaped emperors and empires. But even then, something felt different this time. It was like reading the playbook for a world that's fading out, a world of battlefield. Thinking of calculating enemies, of anticipating threats in every direction. A world that says, prepare to defend yourself at all times. But my spirit wasn't gearing up for war. It was gearing up for transformation. The shift was happening, quietly, naturally, unmistakably. I wasn't preparing for an external battle. I was preparing for an internal awakening. And then something happened. Something subtle but powerful. My perception changed. Everything started feeling new, crisper, more alive. The mornings felt different. The sky felt different. Even the silence in my own room felt like it was holding something sacred, something waiting to reveal itself. I started noticing signs, synchronicities, little nudges from something bigger than me saying, wait, don't force anything, you've already done the work. It's coming to you now. And that's the tug. That's the tension. The ego wants to force the breakthrough. The soul wants to receive it. The ego says, push harder. But intuition says, relax. You've already won. That's when it clicked. I wasn't in a battle anymore. I was in a becoming. Everything I'd been longing for, clarity, purpose, direction, wasn't out there somewhere waiting to be discovered. It was forming inside me. Piece by piece, breath by breath, moment by moment. I stopped feeling like I was searching for a home and started feeling like I had one all along, not for other people. For myself, the past didn't feel heavy anymore. It felt dissolved, like I'd shed the skins that no longer fit, and now I was walking through life with new eyes. Everything was familiar, but also brand new. Human behavior, emotions, my own inner landscape, even nature. It all felt like a reset, a rebirth. And through all of that, a purpose started to rise from the silence. Not a job, not a title, not someone else's idea of what life would be. A pull, a calling, clear, simple, undeniable. Share my experience, not the highlight reel, not the polished version, not the once I have it all figured out version, but the real journey, the peaks and the darkness, the lessons and the mistakes, the scars and the miracles. Because somewhere along the way, I realized that my power wasn't in controlling life. My power was in feeling it, living it, growing through it, and then offering those lessons back to the world, not from a place of ego, not from a place of war, but from a place of awakening. And that's when it all made sense. The 48 laws of power was about surviving. The art of war was about strategizing. But what I'm stepping into now is about awakening. A level of power that doesn't need contrast, conflict, or control. A power that comes from alignment, from truth, from presence. A power that says the real victory isn't over other people. It's over who you used to be. So with that, maybe I didn't outgrow those books. Maybe I just reached the next title. My book. The one where you realize the greatest art of war is ending the war within yourself. And the ultimate law of power is becoming who you were always meant to be. Journey along with me here at the 8th House. Tell me your thoughts on the 2 books I mentioned and the one you're writing.